Today, Nigeria versus Russia at 6 p.m. Let me know what you think about that game. Which player or players do you want to see start against Russia? Let me know your answers down below in the comments. I just believe that Eric Chelle would go with experienced players who he trusts. So we are going to take a look at the strongest starting lineup he's going to use against Russia, amongst many others. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching Sports Corner GH. Quickly, let's jump into it. Now, Eric Chelle, who I believe has done so well in 4 games, 2 wins, 2 draws, is going to set up the team in a 4-3-3 formation. And these are the players I believe are the strongest to start against Russia. In goal post, Maduka Okoye. Maduka Okoye has not played under Eric Chelle before. Out of the 4 games that have been played so far, he has always been Stanley Nwabali. And this can be attributed to the injury he got during the season. Now that he's fit and there's an opportunity for him to start, this would be first-hand experience for the coach to see what Maduka Okoye can do. And first impressions do matter. So let's see what he can do in games like this. And Maduka Okoye is not just a small goalkeeper. He plays in Udinese in the Italian Serie A. So he's a big goalkeeper. And I believe that this would be good for the coach to make his assessment on who is the #1 goalkeeper for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So in the goalkeeping department, Maduka Okoye. Now let's talk about the centre backs. With the centre backs, I'm going to go with, first of all, captain of the side, William Trust Ekong. I believe he comes with the experience. I believe the coach wants to give him this game because if you want anyone the coach will trust, it's just the captain. So William Trust Ekong definitely is going to start the game. But who pairs with William Trust Ekong is the big issue. Now, I see a lot of people saying that Semi Ajayi did well during the Unity Cup tournament. So why not play him in this game again so you can assess his performance, whether it is consistent or not under the new coach. But I also believe that you can't have 2 old men being centre backs. It is not good because when you have pacey and young wingers or young forwards, they are going to worry these old men who are at the back there. For the age of William Trust Ekong, it is 31. Semi Ajayi is also 31. So I'm going to go in for a younger player who is Igor Ugbo, who played in the Unity Cup game. So an older player in the person of William Trust Ekong, who is 31 years of age, and then a younger defender, Igor Ugbo of Slava Prague, who is 25 years of age. That balances it a lot, especially if one person has to go with pace. Igor Ugbo can handle that. Experience, William Trust Ekong can complement that. But using Semi Ajayi and William Trust Ekong, 2 old men in the same game, is going to be very worrying. That's just based on my own opinion. But then let me know which of this combination is the best for the game against Russia. William Trust Ekong and Semi Ajayi, or William Trust Ekong and Igor Ugbo. Which one is the best? Now let's talk about the fullbacks. At right back, I'm going to go in for Bright Osayi Samuel. I believe he played against Eric Chelle. Eric Chelle knows what this player can do, so he's going to give him the nod once again over Sadiq Ismaila, who played in the Unity Cup. For the left back, I'm going to go in for Bruno Onyemaechi. Once again, I believe the coach has seen what he has to see when it comes to Bruno Onyemaechi playing that left back position. And this is a game you want to use experienced players, players who understand themselves, or players who have a relationship playing together. So you need players like that. So left back Bruno Onyemaechi would be right there. So guys, this is my complete back 4. Centre backs William Trust Ekong and Igor Ugbo because of age balance. Also, right back, Bright Osayi Samuel. Left back, Bruno Onyemaechi. Goalkeeper, Maduka Okoye. Let's talk about the midfield. Now, with the midfield, you are not sport for choice, so you go with the ones you have. For the DM role, the number 6 role, I believe Rafa Onyedika comes in right off the bat. Good player by our standard. We saw what he did with Club Brugge. This is a player who is attracting interest from clubs in the Premier League, West Ham and co. So I believe he's a very good player to play against Russia. When you look at the number 8 role, I'm going to go in for Christian Tusuchi. You see, when Christian Tusuchi came into the game against Jamaica, look at his physicality. Look at the impact he had in that game. This is a player who would like to impress the coach once again. Even the coach said he made a risk, even putting the player in there. I would have loved for Frank Onyeka to play, but I want to see what Christian Uche can also do when given his debut, his full debut, like full debut start with the Super Eagles. So in that number 8 role, Christian Uche, just in front of them, Dele Bashiru. Dele Bashiru for that number 10 position. Look, Dele Bashiru is a player that I have followed for quite some time now. Whenever he plays for the Nigeria Super Eagles, or he's playing with Lazio when he was on loan from Hetayaspor. This is a very good player. It was rather unfortunate in the World Cup qualifiers, even when he was quite fit, he did not even end a call-up. But this is a very good player, and I believe he completes that midfield for me. And this midfield is more balanced. You have a DM of Rafa Onyedika, who is very, very good. You have a number 8, a box-to-box player in the person of Christian Uche, who is also extremely good, and also Dele Bashiru, making all those creative passes, making sure the forward players get all the supplies of the ball. So, guys, that would be my midfield combination. Now, let's move away from that and talk about the forwards. With the forwards, I believe you need to put your best foot forward. You don't have to go and experiment anymore. Just put the players you have there. Just put them there. So at right wing, I'm waiting for Victor Boniface. We all know what Victor Boniface can do. It's just that with the national team, I mean, he has not really impressed based on expectation. He has not really met our expectation like that. But I believe it would come very soon. So at right wing, I'm going to put him there. I mean, there's nothing more to say. He's a very good player. On a good day, he's going to deliver. On left wing, Moses Simon, same. I mean, he's a very good player. We saw him in the Unity Cup, played extremely well. He was very impressive. I love every single thing he did. Every time he's on the ball, he's a threat. Look at his numbers he had last season with 90s. Excellent player. Age is just a number for this guy. Moses Simon is a very good player to put on the left wing. Center forward, I'm going for Tolu Arukudari. Tolu Arukudari is a very good player. I mean, we saw what he did in the Belgian Pro League with Genk, good player by our standard, won the Golden Boot, scored a lot of goals. I believe he also needs that boost to stake a claim in the Super Eagles of Nigeria. At this point, that spot for who enters or who comes in as a substitute or who partners Victor Osimhen up front is up for grabs. Deses is complaining. Tulu Arukudari has the opportunity to stake a claim at it because if you score a goal today or score 2 goals today, everyone is going to talk about you. So Tulu Arukudari definitely comes in for me as the center forward. So guys, these are the forwards I'm going to go with. Right wing, Victor Boniface. Left wing, Moses Simon. Center forward, I'm going for Tulu Arukudari. Let me know what you think about all this down below in the comments. Do you like my strongest starting lineup, or do you think there's a player who can come in and also come and do a better job than the ones I've mentioned? Let me know that down below in the comments. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adam. After the game, we'll come here with analysis of the game and also tell you what are the mistakes and also the things the coach got right in that game. So please make sure to follow, like, and also subscribe. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.